Alright, hey y'all, it's Pizza Hook. We're back here today in the long dark. Glad to be back. It's been a little minute. I've been busy. I've been playing Oblivion, Elder Scrolls Oblivion. And I needed just a minute, a little breath from the series I'm normally playing in the long dark here on my channel. So I just decided to I've had this kind of thought in my mind for a while. So, we're heading towards episode 30 in our Pilgrim Difficulty for Noob series. And I've also got a second series going on. I've started where we're going to focus on uh, Sundered Pass, Sundered Pass, and the Zone of Contamination. And I just happen to be in the same place in both playthroughs, which is never a good idea. I don't know why I did it. I've had the same problem happen when I was in Coastal Highway with multiple playthroughs that I was streaming. But anyway, uh, you know, I'm always sort of playing the long dark in the background too, my own personal kind of playthroughs and trying different things. And sometimes I just want to have fun and play the long dark. And so what I thought it would do, and that it might help me, my channel, uh, just to provide some, different and more content, particularly in the times where maybe I'm hitting a little bit of a lull, a creative kind of like snag, you know, the weeds, the slog. It occasionally happens, even when you're doing something, that's fun and creative. Uh, that creative part can actually kind of wear you out sometimes. So I thought, hey, I've got this little playthrough going on where I'm just kind of playing the long dark. I'm not trying to do anything, trying to follow, Pilgrim difficulty for noobs. I'm trying to help Pilgrim players get familiar with the game, get, mostly familiar with maps, and then mechanics and that kind of things, and then also running them through the certain goals that you want to try to, moose hide bag, skin clothing, uh, clocking where all the wolves and the bears and the moose are. Speaking of which, I don't know if you can see here, but and I believe I believe if you go back and you look at the history, I'm pretty sure I'm one of the first YouTubers, if you want to call me that, and I wish you would. No. To find out that they had a moose spawn here at Mystery Lake. I made a video pretty much right after the update came out. In one of those videos, we have the moose spawn here. So lucky on that. Anyway, what's going on here? Let me give you a little bit of background. I'm not going to spend too much time trying to explain everything, because I don't really think it's necessary for this. Like I said, but this is a side mission, you guys. But we're here in Mystery Lake. This is where I decided to start. Day one. Now, what I want you to look up there at the top, it says Mystery Lake, and what does it say for locations discovered? The first one is Camp Office. So we have custom mode set. This is sort of like one of my more immersive playthroughs. It's harder difficulty than what I normally do and stream on my channel. Not always. I've actually streamed harder stuff than this particular type of playthrough. This one's more difficult than what I've been doing recently. Most of the rules are set towards stalker. Now, I always play with the animals generally on passive. That's because I prefer a hunter, survival, immersive experience. So a lot of the settings are set up for what I believe would be immersive in this situation. Some of them are harder than Stalker. Some of them are easier than Stalker. Some of them are just things I don't like to play with, like the sprains and stuff. Yeah. But we how many days are we in here? We're 20 days in. We got the spawn here. I started working on it. I saw the moose spawn. I was super excited. Oh, that was the point. I always put on indoor spawns whenever I play custom mode. This is probably like the second, maybe even the third, I'll give it that, time I've spawned indoors. And it was here at the camp office with a moose spawn outside. I mean, come on. Anyway, we're 20 days in, and obviously we've been busy. Let's pop inside. I'll show you off some things. I got some plans for this afternoon. You know, uh, literally. And also in the long dark. But anyway, how you guys doing? I hope your plans are going well. I hope you're doing what you want to do. It's going well. And, you're having a decent day, as always. So let's look at the floor. I haven't done a ton of hunting, but I haven't really needed to um, do too much. Let me show you what the gear we're rocking right now. So remember, this is a little harder difficulty. We haven't been to too many places yet. Really just here, Forlorn Muskeg, and Broken Railroad. But, I mean, I'm happy with the gear. Let's see, in Forlorn, no, Broken Railroad, I picked up this nice new, well, this wasn't new, but I picked up a thin wool sweater, the gauntlets, and the combat breeches. You can see we made a pair of deer skin, so, we used up, 3 deer skins for that. And then I made the rabbit gloves, but I just switched those out for the gauntlets so I can repair with leather. Found a pair of mucklucks. We got some decent clothing. Right now what I'm trying to do is get 4 cured maple saplings so I can make a travois. And then one of these are going to be my bow. Here's the deer skin for the travois. But we did get a moose. We got a moose. So moose are fun because they're 10 days to cure. 10 days, right? And so every day is 10%. So we're like 6.5 days in, which means we have 3.5 days before this is ready to go. And basically, I'm kind of waiting around for this right now. Let's look at my drawers. You guys want to see what's inside my drawers? I know you guys want to see what's inside my drawers. Let me show you what's in my drawers. So top drawer, and I pretty much need to get in here and empty this out. Let me restart this. Boop, boop, boop. Sorry, just going to jump on the YouTubes just in case anybody joins in. I can say hello. Pete's always likes people to join in and say hello. Feel free anytime, you guys. If you want to lurk. If you want to say something, say something. Anyway, so yeah, we got some junk food in here. As you can see, lots of stuff. Good, decent amount of coffee and some soups. I need to go ahead and do some cooking while we're killing time. So basically, I'm just here killing some time until I get the moose hide cured. But there you go. Then we get the clothing drawer. That's me. Don't get too excited. When it goes to 2, though, and then 5, and then 50, and then 500, 5,000, Pizza will have some conversations about that point. Now you see we did a little sewing, but that's basically what's in this drawer. There you go. I know people like to look in drawers. Here, we'll run down this one. So we got some matches already stacking. That's good. I should probably grab some from the other drawer, make sure everything's, what is it, 82, 76, 81. And then, got plenty of drugs. You always need lots of painkillers in the apocalypse, let's face it. Even if you're not hurt. This isn't a food drawer. We have picked up a thermos. That'll be nice when we start walking. I'm working through my cookbooks and stuff. I'm working on a cookbook right now. I'm working through my books, trying to get as many of those knocked out before I get back on the road here soon. Alright. Yeah, so I want to get all these matches kind of stuck together in one drawer so I can stack whatever I can. Oh, that can come with me, actually. That shouldn't be in here. Lots of harvestables, lots of things to cook. We're going to try to work on cooking score a little bit. And yeah. Then we'll break down this arrow real quick, and I'll show you the other most important drawer in my cabinets here. The best drawers. These are my favorite drawers. Now you see I got a huge pile of guts here from the moose and a couple of rabbits and the deer. Already picked up some tools. And already used, you can see in this drawer here, we've got 25 arrowheads now. But I did a little forging when I was in Broken Railroad. I figured I was there, I might as well do something productive. And I'll be making some arrows before long. Probably, maybe this episode. And then I want to get some more, whoops, what did I just stick in there? Get over here. Yeah, I want to get some more, let's grab a couple of these, and some of these, I guess, maybe. Maybe some feathers, too. Yeah, that's probably good. Anyway, I want to make a few more lures. I don't think you can use, like, tools and stuff. Let's see. Yeah. Alright. So I think I have one of these. Let me get one of these. $50. Well, I guess if you're really actually tying, like, but see, this is a fly or a jig. If it had a weight on it, it looks more like a fly to me. But whatever. If it's a fly, I can deal with 50 minutes. And then, all right. Let me not get weird on my scrap metal. Let me save a little bit of scrap metal. Because now I got 3 lures. Yeah, that'll work for now. Let's make one more hook. If you haven't figured out, we going fishing tonight. Grab one of these real quick. I don't think I need it, but just in case. And here we go. So I'm tempted to leave this kind of light. Right now, it's only at 3 pounds. These can get, 8 pounds at least. These only get so full when you fish, though. Let's grab this lighter one. We'll just take that with us, and we'll be able to fill it up a little bit. You see old Pizza likes to toss stuff on the ground. Alright, so these take 6 days. That's almost done. A couple more days on that. A couple more days here. Yeah, I think we're ready to go. Right now, I cut some bait the last time I was down at the fishing hole. Now, I don't really do the tip-ups. I know you can. I think if I get my fishing score up to like 3, maybe. Well, I do have a plan-ish. But that's what's nice about this little series. This is just me playing the game. I don't have really any goals other than survive and have fun in the long dark. Which is actually pretty nice. But I do have some bait I think I can use. It's pretty close. Yep. Those are all ruined. I can throw those in a drawer and they'll disappear. So yeah, I don't really think a couple, maybe a steak or 2. Alright, let's go fishing. I don't really want to pop this wolf though. I could. And you know what? Actually, let's, well. I'm going to pop inside. It'll give me a quick save, too. But I think I'm going to drop the rifle down just to have a little more carry weight for the walk back. I mean, I wish the travois was ready, because then I could really get some some fish up to the office here. But yeah, like I said earlier, how you guys doing? Hope you're out there having a good day. Hope you're doing well. Hope things are going well. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Wolf. That'll work. I'm sort of letting me know I don't really need to, be hunting those guys right now. Now, I do want a wolf coat eventually. Like, I think I'm going to make... Well, alright, so it is getting colder over time in this playthrough. So eventually it'll be like 20 degrees colder every day than it normally would be. So if the day was going to be... The high was going to be -1. The high is now going to be -21. So eventually I think I'll need to get into that long term, especially depending on where I want to go. This would be a good hunting situation. I mean, wind is blowing to me, so obviously they can't smell me. At least in the long dark. We get low and do some bobbing and try to get up on him with the rifle, but not today. I got some deer in the back. That's nice. I haven't seen any out on the ice except for in the back right corner. And since they, excuse me, since they moved all the animals around, I'm still trying to, like, ascertain where these guys show up. But yeah, for right now, I think my overall plan is just kind of work on my fishing score. I think it'll be helpful in the long run in this run. Like I said, we are playing with some, some of the tougher, more environmental difficulties. I did bring my hammer back, but again, pry bars are only so useful in these playthroughs because eventually you're going to open every single thing. So I tend to use those guys. So I'm going to go with the plain lure and some fishing bait. Like 2 hours. I got a blizzard. See, that's why I brought all this extra stuff. Because I feel like they made, like, the line and the lures less reliable. I'll tell you what, let's grab some food and a drink. There we go. Alright, I think I'm just going to go with the bait this time, see if we can get something. I had a feeling. I was like, I feel like my line's about to snap. I'd rather not lose the lure. Yeah. This is what I'm talking about. Let's try an hour. Yeah, so not only am I barely catching fish, This is pretty pitiful. Now you can see we're inside the shelter. We're not getting wet or anything. We're warm enough. We got a 47-degree warmth. 23 wind proofing. Alright, so I think I'm going to cut bait. I was like, well, I wonder if I'll get anything just using the stupid hook. And I did. Alright, let's try one of the other lures. Let's try. And I'm scared to use that new one. Normally I like to fish for about 2 hours at a time. I feel like it's more successful, but I mean, we're just playing the game right now, I suppose. It's kind of random. I have increased my fishing skill. But I'm wondering if they've done something like made it so you can fish out like a spot faster or something. I pulled a decent amount of fishing out of here in the last run. A lot of big ones too. Burbot, a lot of burbot. Alright. That went slightly better. I mean, I prefer when I walk out of here with some fish and I can barely even move. Alright, did I leave? Yeah, let's grab a little bit of cedar. I'm going to make some water while I'm here. That way I have a little more sitting here at the fishing hut. Might make 2 batches. Anyway, that's why I brought the big pot. Here, we'll just drink one of these. Now let's try the other lure. Nothing. Nothing. I mean, I'm at least going to make this water. It's cold out.
What do you know? Looks like I survived another night.
Wow, that is one of the worst fishing trips I've ever been on. I still got tons of time. It's super cold out. Let's do another thing of water here. We'll try this one again. So yeah, I would say they've changed some things out here. I already feel better about the water situation. For the next run. I just am stunned, you guys. That is like... Yeah, so like I said, I feel like they've changed something. So, like, maybe I need a few more days in between my little fishing. But, I mean, I went to a broken railroad. Looked around there. Yeah, I don't know.
And this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Barely. We hardly got anything. Go on, beat it. Yeah, that's right. Human with the torch. Coming through. Respect. Me and this torch and a rock. You should be terrifying. I turned the wolves down to medium. Not super important to have them turned up. They're not really, you know, the bad guys in this. Nope. Time, weather, food, and water. Oh. Put it on auto lock, save that thumb a little bit. I forget sometimes. I've already taken out a decent amount of the ptarmigan. So I've got one piece of insulation. And I also got the bedroll hooked up too. But as we slowly move along, I'm trying to think of what I need to do next over the next couple days. I want to definitely get rid of some books. We'll do some more cooking. I should probably go after some firewood. Ooh, there you go. Could use a deer skin. There we go. Ooh. All right. Now, sometimes things disappear when you go in and out the doors. Hopefully, it'll still be around, but I think, or she'll. Just grab the rifle, we'll take the deer out, clean it up. That'll give me a backup skin. If I need repairs on the travois, once we get that made, which should be another day or two. So we're going to walk out here pretty warm. Travois, moose eye bag. I'll let you know when we're going. When it's time to go. I do have a plan though. Normally, how about this? If you've ever watched Pieces videos, you're probably thinking it's going to be Ash Canyon for the tech backpack, but it's actually not. Yeah, it might be gone. Yeah. The sad thing is, so this has always been a mechanic with this random deer that pops up here sometimes. Sometimes you can go inside and get your whatever, and then you can pop back out. He'll still be here. Sometimes he won't. I might be able to goof around inside for like read my book for an hour and come back and it'll be here. So I might do that. But the problem is the same thing has happened with the moose spawn here. So, oh, there he is. Look, he's over here now. We got a wolf going after the bonbons. Okay. Problem solved. Oh, did you hear the shell hit the rail?
I'll take it.
That was nice. Alright. We got 3 meals, y'all. Deer, bun, and... Well, let's do it this way, then. Deer, bun, and wolf. More meat than I need. So I think I'll grab this. Just pull this while he's still warm. Okay. Leave the rest to gather me a few more feathers because we're gonna make arrows here pretty soon. So yeah. He can just kind of rot over the next couple days and we'll get some feathers. It was really cold earlier. Let's see how much this deer froze. Only 13%, so... Let's just clean it. Let's see, the females usually don't have quite as much meat. I don't really need the guts either, but let's clear the carcass out. Looks like it's going foggy. It's good. That means it's not snowing on me, hopefully.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Perfect. Got these feathers. You know, I have a decent amount of wood. Not as much as I would like, though. I could do a cookout tonight, though. If I had a little more firewood, I might do 2 fires, because I got so much meat.
Oh, rest suit, I'm gonna faint.
Aster, don't count on that anytime soon. Hey, but I still got a ton of this moose meat. To cook up, but I might just go cook up some deer meat tonight. This older bit. This meat takes a lot longer. And of course they stuck this stupid dumb box back here. I mean, listen. I got an indoor start inside the building and a moose spawn at camp. So, whatever. Shut up, pizza. Alright. Alright. Let me pop in the door here real quick. Get the save. Get the save. Quick break. Be back in less than 2 minutes, people. Rabbit, right? I should probably just dump that on the ground. Well, here, let's get, yeah. One thing at a time, pizza. One thing at a time. All right, first wolf skin on the ground. Normally I keep them over here, but I don't usually have a wolf, I mean a moose hide here. But always keep your fresh cuts in the living room. All fresh things go up in the living room, obviously. Or, well, the waiting area? I mean, whatever. I know I broke the other chair that was in here, but come on. They don't really have this place set up for, like, you know. Speaking of which, 38 minutes worth it. I know they're going to go this way, but it doesn't matter. Oh, that makes me happy. Doing pretty good on the feathers. I think I'm back up to what I was. Maybe a bit more. Man, I can't believe how many hooks I went through. I knew it too. Are these ready? Yeah. Just waiting on you. Yeah, I knew it too. You know, if you watch my videos, a lot of times I'll say, hey, don't even bother with fishing until you read your first book if you can. If you know where they're at, if you can find them. You know, obviously depending on where you spawn and your search circumstances. Sorry, that was juicy. I just had a big sip of apple juice. Pizza, are you 5? I like juice. I like the orange and the apples. And the grape. I like all the juices. Let's see. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Got rid of that crap. I didn't want it in my pocket, but I could use. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Drop that. Alright, so I think we'll... Oh, gosh, I'm not going to be able to read. Alright, I'm going to grab up the deer meat.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Get it. There. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, we're just going to... Actually, alright. Okay, we're gonna go over here. I forgot. I think there's one more piece of cedar over here. We're definitely gonna lose some health tonight. Not really gonna be able to read or do anything while I'm cooking. Right, but overall, it will help my cooking score and whatever, just get a little pile of meat here. Mainly help my cooking score. And I kind of also want to make a little more water. Possibly. I haven't quite made up my mind on that. I got a ton of teas. You know, I should just take advantage of these couple of days. So, yeah, I think what I'm going to do, I mean, I could do a... I mean... I could do a meat cooking night and then a water night.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Can't imagine there's too much on that rabbit. Wolf was not on it for a good sec. Anyway, I saw there were a few folks joined in a bit ago. Remember, feel free to say hey. Pizza always likes to say hey. You certainly don't have to, but I appreciate it. Running up the stairs. Some of the books we've already knocked out. Water's not looking too bad.
Come on, little fire.
Come on, little fire. You have this.
Perfect.
Beautiful. And believe it or not, I'm gonna cook this fish.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Alright. So yeah, we'll see how many steaks we can get out of this. You know, a few. We got probably plenty of moose meat on the porch already. What we could do, let's throw this meat on the ground. Clean whatever tiny bit of this rabbit is left. Sorry, folks, the animations weren't my idea. Yeah, I know. We're working on it. We're working on it. Let's have some fish. Isn't that nice? I'll drop that and that. This should only have a few minutes left on it. Let's throw this rabbit on here. Top that bad boy off right there. Grab them like so, and then let's get to tossing meat on the grill. Smaller piece. 2 small pieces. There we go. And another blizzard. What a day. I wouldn't mind topping this up to 100, but I think I'm going to wait till I get to where I'm going next. Well, the reason I have 2 of these, I could put out here, I'm an idiot. So we put this on, boom, right, we get that. And that will weatherproof that.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Yeah, I think I'm going to run out and grab that fish. Cook them guys up. Try to get a little more oil. Put away. Looks like we'll make the travois tomorrow. It'll be nice to have that in my pocket, especially running around in, well, we'll talk about that soon. Where we're going. Hey, I'll let you know, ladies and Jacobins, boys and squirrels, it'll be somewhere on Great Bear Island. That's like my dinner. Well, yeah. Grab these fish. You know, we're cooking weird stuff anyway. We might as well kick it up. Wonder if I should. Maybe I should have a spare. Right? When one fills up, then it pops into the other one. Alright. I think they go up to like £1.10 and that's it.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Come on. We can do this. Alright. 30, 12, you're out. you're in. I can always use the skillet to speed it up too. At this point, faster might actually be better. Yeah, why not?
Man, I am too tired to think straight.
Uh-huh. Yep.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Alright, let's grab a drink. Now, luckily, the fish gets lighter when we cook it. But they're super heavy, all of them anyway. Alright, we got pockets full of meat. That should be enough to do what that needs to do. So I'm gonna throw one more stick in there just in case. And yeah, we'll just go to sleep with all our meat in our pocket, because that's what people do. 8 hours, we'll see how we feel in the morning, and we'll go from there. I love the long dark. It's a little early. We'll have a little fish for breakfast. What's on the reading list? There we go. Now we can see we picked up a bit more water.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
You heard Astrid. Let's go put this stuff down now, outside. And the world's biggest freezer. Canada. Oh, Canada, thank you for your frozen waste. Yeah, I don't think that's how their song actually goes. I think it's Oh Canada. Uh, Such a lovely day. Alright, we'll get rid of all that. Fishy's over here. One rare rivet. Better. Right, what am I holding on to I don't need? Because I feel like my weight's a little high. We got a little bit of, we should have actually more firewood than this. Yeah, I think it just kept chucking it into this one, which is fine. Yeah, mostly just randomness. Right. We'll fix up the inventory. I'll put some fuel in my lantern. Or as my son used to call them, lanterns. There we go. Yoink, yoink. There. Alright, we're not doing any fishing right now. Ooh, I meant to leave those behind. I'll make a little room. Alright, let's see if this is ready. It is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we need the deer skin, and I think. Let's see if I need anything. If there's any tools I can use. No. No. 3 hours. Let's knock this out. Very good. Yeah, I've noticed the tools aren't grading. I noticed that in a few videos back. I'm not going to complain. Alright, those are good for another day. Actually, might not get to those today. I guess we'll see. Let's start carving up some 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Let's start carving up some. Let's use one of these crap knives, actually. It will drop my 93% knife. We'll switch to the 64. Start making arrow shafts. We're just multitasking. We're trying to get things done, you know, here in the background. Even if you want to carry, if you aren't prepared for making arrows, or you're going somewhere to forge, arrow shafts are lighter. 3 arrow shafts are lighter than 1 birch sapling. There we go. I was like, something's not right. Alright, let's get some food and water in us. let's go ahead and make a few arrows. Hold on. There we go. All right, hour and a half, 45 minutes. I like to make one arrow at a time. I feel like it confuses the computer less. So if you look over to the right, you can see a little bow and arrow pop up, and that's helping my arrow score, my archery score. So I like to do it one at a time. Y'all feel free to do it however way you want to. There we go. All right, so the tools go down on the arrows. But like when I'm fixing other tools and things, it doesn't seem to go down. But each arrow is putting just a little bit of archery score. I think maybe I can get one more. Perfect. All right. I do believe I have an archery book to read. So we might be able to get our archery skill up to 2 before I ever fire an arrow. Which would be great. Let's pretend to read a book for a minute. Oh, we got an Aurora. Alright, we'll keep going then. Hell yeah. So we can keep making stuff and reading stuff until we're too tired. I want to focus on the arrows. Why is it saying I have no tools? I really don't understand this game sometimes. There we go. Whatever. Alright. We have hours and hours worth of arrow making, so let's try to get as many as we can get done in a row done. Again, I think when I run out of fatigue, that's probably when I run out of arrow making ability. Or the Aurora goes. No, I don't. Can I get the radio yet? No. I guess it's like a month. We're just going to make arrows pretty much all night, or as long as the Aurora lasts. We'll beat up these quality tools. I've got another set in Broken Railroad. I'm pretty sure I'll find some more along the way. Oh, there goes the Aurora. We're done. You're like pizza. Oh, darn. Shucks, darn, gosh. Right, let's run over here and do the things. Let's run out trail. Delicioso. And let's sleep for about 8 hours. Man, it's nice not having to throw a tip out every single time. Beautiful sunny day. Just grab a bottle of water off the floor, chug it. Feel like finishing this book this morning. Should be right around noon. Seems like a sunny day. So it should be pretty warm outside. Go. Next book to read, believe it or not, I think is an archery book. Let's have a quick peek. There she is. Alright, perfect. How are we doing on archery score? You can see it goes up pretty quick. So we should hit level 2 just making these arrows. Alright, I'm going to take a quick break. Be back in lesson 2. Alright, back at it. Let's, yeah, I'm trying to decide what I should do. Should I make, how many arrows do I have? I have 13. No, we have 9. Alright, let's do. I don't know whether I should do all the arrows. I don't think I need to. I mean, it would give me more archery score. But I don't really feel like carrying around more than 10 arrows. And the feathers are starting to run out too. So yeah, I'm good with this. I'm good with this. Sure. Alright. And then... Oh, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah. Alright. Good to go. Alright, so we went 100% on the bow just to make sure. We got a nice bow. Plenty of arrows. Where are we at? Alright, so tomorrow we can make the moose hide bag. I think that's a 2-day process. Pretty sure. Which means it'll be more than likely 3 or 4 days before I'm actually out of here. It's fine. Whoops. Yeah. You know what?
Feels like night is coming.
I think we're killing a little bit of time. Like, I'm torn. I kind of want to start working on it. I just don't think I really have the fuel for it, but I bet it's ready. Just about. I got an idea. Alright, let's grab a light. Not a bad amount of cedar.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Alright. Yeah, I don't hate it. Let's see about this. It's been a minute.
Come on, little fire. Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Alright. 6 hours on that. Let's get a drink. I think I need some sewing kits. All right. And I think I can get it done right here. Oh. I think it's only 2. We'll grab 4 just in case. There it is. All right, 10 hours. We're locked in. Let's go 5. We won't get any bonus from cold weather or anything, so 5 hours is 5 hours. Alright, what are we at? Middle of the night, almost morning. Oh, let's go, there we go. Well, that was a accident, but that'll be fine. Yeah, I think I should be able to knock it all out. That's it. Whew. Alright, I'm excited, y'all. Alright, let's drop some things. Let's
Sure, I
do
can carry
you.
much more.
Okay, and then we're going to switch to this. Alright. I'll grab 2 of these. So far, so good. I don't need that. Alright, let's go get some rest. It'll be a little thirsty, but we'll be alright. I mean, I feel like it's our 4th blizzard in maybe 2 or 3 days. As I mentioned, the weather is going to be a bit rough in this playthrough. You know, hopefully we can get around though. Lordy be. Alright. 2 more hours. One more hour. I think it's over. Let's go. Alright, so what is the plan? Right now, we're going to grab an MRE and everything else that I have on me. We shall use to survive. I mean, I could take the rifle, but there might be a rifle there, and I want to have room to bring stuff back for this trip. That's kind of like been this whole deal. That's why I've been saving up, you know. I took the time to wait for a moose, kill it, get the goods, and then head out. And where we're going is dun, 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 Mountain Town. That's right, we're about to head to Milton. There she goes. And then, yeah. So we're going to head to Milton and want to get a bunch of goods. Hopefully coffee while we're there. So I'll give you the long and short now that, you know, we're on a side mission. So I feel like it's apt, you know. But after we go to Milton, we come back here. We divvy up the goods. I'm really hoping to get some, you know. As always, whenever I go to Milton, I'm hoping for a pair of snow pants. That'd be great. An urban parka would be nice. You know, I'm just looking for some gear. Another pair of look away. Another pair of red underwear. You know, a fisherman's sweater. Anything really. To help the cause. And then while I'm there, I also plan to do a good bit of mending. We'll work on that. I'll try to get it at least heading towards level 2 for sure. Where are we at? Yeah. So we'll get over level 2 while we're there. That'll just make mending a lot easier. Probably work on a little bit more heading towards 3. I mean, 3 is my ultimate goal. In any personal playthrough, just makes life easier. People don't talk about mending a lot, but it really is. Once you get above level 3, it's super helpful. You're gonna save a lot of materials. Be able to do it faster and also get a 10% boost on each repair. That is successful. So it's kind of the way to go, y'all. And they're like, oh, you got to get your fire to level 3, and get this to, you got to get carcass harvesting and cooking up to level 5 ASAP. But occasionally you use some of that extra cloth sewing random things you may never need. Oh, it's a beautiful day, isn't it? Beautiful. So I'm just going to head through this little cut right here up to Max's last stand. And we'll shoot towards trappers in the cave. I think I unlocked a memento here, so there might be something over here. I think. Sometimes, I get the playthroughs confused. What am I doing? It's a lovely day. It is absolutely stunning out here in the long dark. Although, check this out. We have high wind, so we're not, we're not that wet. Let's switch over to the ear wrap. We lose about 4 degrees of warmth, but 20% waterproofing. Remember, we want to keep that moose-hide bag dry as long as possible. There's trappers. Looks like the deer are out. Lovely. We're going to scoot in here and get the save. Boop. We'll walk through the cave. I'm going to grab whatever coal I can get. Yeah. Go, I have a little peek on the ground. I don't expect to find much. There's usually not here. Not much here. But can usually find enough pieces to get us to where we need to go from here. Oh, we got a pistol book. Nice little batch of coal, honestly. A bit more than I was kind of expecting. And the goodies and the goodies and the goodies. Nothing, nothing, nothing. There we go. When we come back, there'll be more, so it doesn't always spawn in the first time you're here. 'Tis the truth. I bet I find some in this little back area on the way back. Nothing. There's one more. Pretty good on the coal. Yeah, nice haul. Pretty good. Alright, so actually let's just go ahead and do this. No, no, let's go. Alright, so we're going to pop out of the cave and I'm going to say goodbye. Yeah, we're at a point where I'm good. I do have some errands to run. I want to get an episode out of something. I want to get some Long Dark content out. I really want to say thank you to anybody who joined today in the side missions. Again, remember, you guys can always say hello. You can jump into the conversation anytime you want. And happy to talk about the Long Dark or anything else. But here we are. We made it to Mountain Town. It's a bad weather day, but that's fine. I'll probably shoot down the cliff, spend an hour asleep in the cave, and then head up to Mountain Town. But yeah, I just wanted to start this series, you know, to have something to do, to help it break up the monotony occasion when I'm in these series that are, you know, going to be 50 episodes long, and I'm on episode 30, and I just need something else to do. And I'm playing the Long Dark in the background always. I just want to let you guys know that as well. And kind of show you what I like to do when I'm not playing a specific series. I had a really good time, you guys. I had a lot of fun playing this. Look for more. It's not going to be something that happens every week, every day, every week, you know. It's just whenever I feel like I need something else, we'll jump into it. It won't always be this particular series, but if you guys want to see anything more from this one, let me know. Say hello in the comments or whatever. Anyway, thank you guys for subscribing, liking, and watching my videos. It's always appreciated. This is something I really like to do. It's a fun thing for me, and thank you so much. So, if you happen to catch this, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. If you see this at a later date or time, thanks for watching. Really hope you guys are out there having a great day. Y'all be good to each other.